Audio and Music in Health and Healing. Now you may be asking yourself why I chose to title this presentation Audio and Music in Health and Healing. It would make much more sense to just have Audio and Health or Music and Healing. However, I decided to split up these four words distinctly for the purpose of showing the differences between them and how they each apply different roles in our lives. Okay, let's start at the beginning. No, even further. When the Big Bang happened, we were all just atoms being violently exploded in every direction. We were already made of frequencies. The frequency in which those atoms moved determined how they interact with each other. From the time in school that we learned about the Big Bang, and pretty much everything in between, we had to realize that the atoms from the Big Bang eventually became us now. I would like everyone to take 5 seconds right now to look at their hands. Yes, take out your hands and look at them. And I want you to realize that every atom in your body was once an atom that exploded in the Big Bang. Also, but I digress. Okay, so stick with me here. We know that sound waves interact with one another based on their different frequencies and amplitude, and all sound and light and matter are made up of frequencies. Then what does the constant bombardment of frequencies on our body and brain doing to us over a long period of time? Consider this, we are the first generation that has ever focused direct and scientifically calculated specific frequencies onto our brain nearly constantly.
The rules do not specify whether or not I'm allowed to listen to Willie Nelson on my headphones.
How'd things go for you today?
I just want to choke him until he passes out.
Every day. Every day we are constantly around Wi-Fi frequencies, broadband frequencies, light frequencies, TV frequencies, sound frequencies. We don't know how that's actually affecting us in the long term. We are constantly using up the frequency spectrum. What about frequencies that we don't even know exist yet, only because we don't have the technology to observe it yet? But that's a presentation all on its own. Okay, so if we understand that sun plus body plus time equals sunburn times time equals skin cancer, then it could be understood that sound could affect us on more than just a mental level. It can change us on the physical level as well. What does that mean? I split up this grid to show examples of audio and music and health and healing to show how they are differentiated. Audio for health, music for health, audio for healing, and music for healing. 1. Audio for health. Meditation. There are millions of files of guided meditation on the internet, whether it's YouTube, Spotify, Audible, Scribd, SoundCloud. Any place that there is a gathering of digital audio files, you will find the meditation genre along with it. This usually focuses a gentle voice along with the sounds of nature. Meditation files can be used for sleeping or for focusing on a certain task. Also, let's not forget that nature is white noise and rumble. These elements have been around us since the beginning, much longer than electric-induced frequencies that we are subjecting ourselves to today, and being subjected to with or without our consent. It's no small wonder why people are being drawn to experiencing nature as it was intended. And even what you just heard is a pale comparison to what nature actually sounds like. These sounds helped us evolve. In a way, frequency forced our evolution, so audio really is in my DNA. Now that needs to be a bumper sticker. Nice. Number 2, music for health. Workout music. I'm sure that everyone here who's ever been to a gym knows that they usually have a pretty bangin' playlist going on. Unless there's some lame-o putting on their own Spotify because they don't care for the corporate culture BS ads trying to keep it alive, guys, we'll pull through this together. Whatever. But I know for a fact that whenever I need to clear my last mile and I'm struggling to get up that last hill, it certainly helps when Sorry Not Sorry by Demi Lovato comes on over Last Kiss by Taylor Swift. If I really had to choose between going hard and the slow, gentle... Although I'm sure that there's some weirdo out there that does minute miles to exactly that song, no judgment. I know that whenever I need to get out some heavy emotions, I need my music to match. No. Well, maybe just one time, but okay, really more like this. And even that sparks a better run than... But only by that much, I think. And this is my honest-to-God amateur opinion here. It's because the newer song uses more of the frequency spectrum. And it's used more fully than in previous generations because we are more accurate and efficient than we used to be able to be in the past. With shaping frequencies digitally, along with other ways to carve out and hear the result more instantaneously without having to splice, tape, rewind, get it exactly correct, blah blah blah, you know the whole spiel, we've been here for 12 cycles.
Blah, 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 blah. Shut your mouth!
But if I'm feeling a particularly off day and I need to freaking cry about it, emo boy, I'm gonna be much more likely to put on than and then there's whatever the hell this is. Anyway, the whole time we have been here at the Crass, we have been more or less taught that every sound is made out of frequency, and it's our job to make it sit in the project correctly. Music is still just experiments with frequency. We are still making experiments every time we create a project. We still don't know how that's going to affect us in the future. So, that brings us to number 3, audio for healing, solfeggio frequencies. As we learned earlier, our atoms have a frequency, and solfeggio frequencies are supposedly frequencies tuned to help with certain ailments using frequency therapy. I've tried several of these files and I found that I personally don't think I'm affected by these audio files as advertised. They end up kind of making me blah mentally, and personally I just don't care for them, but I'm sure somebody might. Number 4, music for healing, therapy. You, as well as everyone in this room and I, know that a concert is a form of therapy. Fight me about it. This category is a little bit more broad only because it's so prevalent in our culture today. Music happens to be a large part of our world, as I'm sure that you know. 9 out of 10 of you listening to this presentation right now probably came to this school to go into some sort of music career, so I'm sure you're well aware of the prevalence of music here on planet Earth.
Here's the Earth. Chilling. Dame, that is a sweet Earth, you might say.
So, I will go ahead and skip to the ways that might not be so obvious even to those in the music industry. Music is also used in certain types of therapy: binaural, hypnosis, NLP or neuro-linguistic programming, CBT or cognitive behavioral therapy, hypnotherapy, subliminal, and trance, as a way to guide the listener into a more deep and subliminal meditation than just vocals and white noise. These therapies are a way for music to induce healing in therapy. These really are a blend of all of the aforementioned categories. Audio for health is vocal meditation with white noise. Music for health is gentle, familiar musical tones. Audio for healing is binaural blend of frequencies. Music for healing is therapy. By applying frequencies directly to the brain while sleeping, the listener is able to subliminally learn much more efficiently than when awake. Well, I'm sure that I'm pretty close to time, if not over time, so I'll just leave you with this parting statement. This presentation is based solely on my advanced Google Foo and broad understanding of the subject matter using various keyword searches. I am not and do not claim to be any sort of expert in this field. See a doctor if erections last more than 4 hours, drink lots of water, don't go outside with wet hair, and for God's sakes...
That's all, folks.